Greetings my beautiful VR viewingtons and welcome to this week's episode of Ian's VR Corner. Now this week I'm doing something very different indeed because I'm actually not going to play a VR game at all. If you paid any attention at all to Sony's State of Play event on Thursday, you will know that they surprised announced that Hitman 3 would have VR compatibility. And not just that, but also Hitman's 1 and 2. Now we live streamed our reactions to that State of Play as it was happening, and it's safe to say I lost my shit. It's great for panic. And
for panic.
It's like you start off and you're like, yeah, I've got a plan. What?
Oh my god, Ian!
They got VR in What? Oh my god.
Holy
Can you
crap.
you walk around in VR and plan your Hitman things? So here's the actual footage from the VR announcement trailer. It's not very long and it doesn't show you too much, but we can gather some clues as to how it's going to play. First up, smooth locomotion. We're also obviously going to be playing first-person view through the eyes of Agent 47. Now it also looks to me, and this is going by the animation we saw when Agent 47 poisoned a drink at the start of this clip and by the murder we're about to see, it looks to me like there will not be any motion controls in this game. I think it's just going to be controller controlled, probably controlled exactly how you would control the third person game, but your viewpoint is from the viewpoint of first person. Unfortunately, I can't stretch that 30 seconds worth of gameplay out into an entire episode of Ian's VR Corner, but what I can do is tell you about the top 8 Hitman levels that I can't wait to play in VR. Now obviously this video is going to feature levels from Hitman's 1 and 2 only because, well, we've not played Hitman 3 yet, but there are plenty of awesome levels to choose from. So in no particular order, let's get cracking with the hit whacking. Ooh. Welcome to Marrakesh Friendos. This is the first level I can't wait to play in VR. This is the spawn point for Marrakesh, and one of the things I absolutely love about the Marrakesh level is just how detailed it is. And how much scenery there is to check out, how many little incidental details of scenery there is to check out. All of this stuff looks great in third-person view on flat screen, but in VR it's going to be so cool being able to walk up and check out all these Coke cans. This reminds me of the time when I played GTA 5 in VR, and I was able to see so many extra little details that I'd missed before, and it's going to be exactly the same here. When we emerge out of here in VR, we're going to be able to stand here and watch the breaking news on the TV. We're going to be able to look in, probably lean in really close to see these iPhone screens and stuff. And the detail, I think, in this level particularly is going to really blow people's minds. Another really cool thing about this level in VR is going to be the crowd density. Pushing through these crowds of people in these packed areas is going to give you a real sense of presence. If you've ever played VR before, you'll know that getting close to an NPC, your brain tricks you almost into thinking it's a real person. There's been times like when I played Resident Evil 7 where Mia leans in at you or something and you kind of recoil because your brain is telling you it's a real person there. So when you are playing this in VR, when you are shuffling through this crowd, everyone's going to be right up in your face. It's going to feel like you're actually pushing through a big bustling city crowd. There haven't been many VR games that I've played that have featured crowd technology. In fact, I can't really even think of any. But the ability to be able to walk through all these people, stare up at the screen, see the flies buzzing around and look up and see the lights and stuff, it's going to be amazing. I mean, look at this. Look at this room here. How beautiful is this in 2D with all the different lights? All the beautiful glass metal fixtures here with different glows to them. Walking into this room in VR is going to be incredible. One thing I'm wondering is whether or not the crowd density will be reduced in VR for processing power or not. I'm not 100% sure. But pushing your way through this crowd and being able to check out the melons and the nanas and the spices is something to be very excited for. Obviously, you're also going to get the sense of scale that you get in VR too. So walking through this arch is going to feel like you're walking through a massive archway. And this open area full of a protesting crowd is going to feel gigantic, so spacious. Having headphones on and listening in 3D audio as well while you're in here, it's probably going to feel quite intense with the smoke effects and the guys protesting on the speakers and the crowd chatter. And then just being able to push through these crowds to search for an entrance or an opportunity. It's gonna breathe new life into this game. Honestly, playing a previously flat game in VR always to me feels like a completely different experience in a brand new fresh game. Yes, I'm going to know that there are some underground passages and I'm going to know how to get to them, but the feeling and the vibe of finding them and exploring them is going to completely change. And in VR we're even going to be able to do explosive barrels. Oh, just set that guy on fire. Whoops, that's going to look hilarious in VR, tee-hee. Okay, my friends, next up, it's the prologue mission
at the location
from Hitman
no
2.
hostile presence.
It's Hawke's Bay in New Zealand. Now, I've chosen this level as one of my most wanted to play for the opposite reason of Marrakesh. While Marrakesh was tight and busy and packed with detail, this level, Hawke's Bay in New Zealand, is so spacious and empty. And I just want to stand on this beach and I want to look out into the ocean, into the New Zealand Ocean, hear the waves, and then I want to turn around, see the blowing weeds, and just look at the New Zealand mountains in the distance and get that sense of distance, that sense of scale that only VR can bring. I want to look up at the stormy sky, past the mountains, and see the glow of the mansion in the distance and slowly make my way towards it. I mean, come on, look at that view. Look at that view. That is going to be so cool to experience in VR. It's actually going to be mind-blowing. Now, we're right up next to the house now. And one of the things I love about VR a lot, I could be the only person that finds this really cool, but I absolutely love windows in VR. There can be a game with not very many details to a level. And the Hitman games have loads of details to their level. But if you have a window in a building that you can look out of in VR or look into in VR, to me it adds so much more realism. It has this added extra sense of depth. It makes looking through a window or looking out of a window is something you do every day. You don't think about it at all. So if I'm playing a VR game and I'm playing a VR game in a building and there's a window and I can't really look out of it, or out of it is just like, you know, a cardboard cutout of some scenery or something, that completely takes away the immersion for me. But if you have a VR game like, say, Resident Evil 7, where you look out the window and you can see like Ma Baker walking past, you can see the fully formed Baker family farm out there, it makes you think you are in a real location. It gives you this sense of presence that's so important for VR immersion. And in this level, there are so many windows to peek through and spy through, to observe your enemies from. I mean, there is a point in this level where you are up in this room here and a cutscene plays and you can see cars approaching. Now, I don't know how the cutscenes are going to play in Hitman VR. I presume they're going to be in cinema mode, but standing up there in VR and looking out of the window, if it's in VR, and seeing the convoy of cars coming along will be awesome. And just the fact that I'd be able to get up into that building, look out of the windows and see the sea and stuff, it's going to make it feel, to me at least, like I am in a real location, and I cannot wait to stalk enemies in this little prologue mission, because even though it's tiny, I think it's one of the best missions in the game. It's just an ultimate miniature sandbox experience of Hitman. Welcome to Paris, VR friendlings, and the next stop on my journey of excitement. Yeah, this is the Paris level from Hitman 1. This is one of the levels I know the most. Like, this is one of the levels I've played the most. I know the most about the layout, and as such, I know that it's got a really good combination of density, if that makes sense. Inside the chateau, or whatever the hell this place is, palace almost, you have not only huge crowds, but also at the back you have a big open garden area. So one of the things I'm really excited about doing in VR for this one is just, I guess, chilling at the front row of the fashion show maybe, and watching a bit of a fashion show going on. I mean, look at all the lights and the, I don't know, what is that, glitter? Or it must be some kind of dust or something, I don't know, whatever that is, falling down. The music's really loud. You can hear the crowd applauding. You actually have a catwalk show going on. You're going to be a stand front stage, front of show, and check out all these models walking along with their dresses on. You're going to be able to look up at the insane chandelier that you, spoilers, drop on Viktor Novikov's head. You're just going to be in a glamorous Paris fashion show. It's going to look incredible in VR. I'm also quite excited about exploring the buffet area, maybe poisoning some food and then just like standing behind someone and peeking over their shoulder as I tee-hee, watch the person I've poisoned drink down the diarrhea juice, and then like following them to the toilets to give them a good strangle. Because this Parisian palace is so fancy, walking up to the second level of it and checking out the chandeliers and the amazing artwork on the ceiling is gonna be breathtaking. No, you're breathtaking. Here we go. This is the kind of window I was talking about in my second point. Just being able to like stand here, look out, watch the NPCs going about their business, and maybe like planning some routes of attack or some people to, like, you know, singling out someone to take out and steal their outfit. It's going to be so much more exciting in VR than it is just standing there in flat. I mean, how awesome is it going to be, right? To lean over, to be able to physically lean over this barrier and look down and watch the fashion show unfolding below you. Madness. I mean, the sense of height you'll get when you go across onto the chandelier, and you'll be able to look down through the grating below your feet and see everything going on down. So you're going to get a feeling of height there. If you have a fear of heights like me, that's probably going to give you a bit of a lurch in your stomach. It's going to be awesome. Oh yeah! Look at this. Now, I was saying this level was kind of like a level of two halves before. Obviously, it's going to be amazing exploring all the works of art and climbing all the way up to the attic and climbing through the dusty relics up in the attic and stuff. But it's going to be when you walk out of here and see the Parisian skyline, that I think is going to be a real jaw-dropping moment for everyone. This garden extends out here to like a little bit more fancy hedgeways, and then there's like a car park and stuff around the back. It's not absolutely massive, but there is enough of a playground here for it to feel like a wide open space while you're exploring with VR. I mean, in VR, that helicopter is going to look like a big, chunky helicopter boy. It's going to be... Whoops.
Okay.
It's going to be freaking awesome.
I didn't like the sound of that.
Hi.
What's that? What are you...
Doing that in VR is going to be pretty cool as well. But not if you mess it up like I did. I mean, just that. I'm not going to want to play Hitman. I'm just going to want to stand here and be in Paris. The next stop on our destination of death takes us to Santa Fortuna. And I think maybe you'll be able to guess the reason why I picked this one. It's because it is one of the only levels with a really dense, beautiful forest. This is going to be a really good one to come to if you want to have some beautiful VR visuals to check out. I mean, who wouldn't want to, in real life, lean on a bridge and take in the sights and sounds of a waterfall like this? And in VR, you're going to be able to. Santa Fortuna has loads of really awesome, really funny kill opportunities. I really enjoy playing this level. But one of the things that always sticks with me is this area that is just a really dense piece of jungle with loads of foliage that you can push your way through. I really want to know how this is going to look and feel in VR. Being able to walk through this head-high foliage is one thing, and I presume you'll be able to see it reacting to you slightly out of your peripheral in VR, but when you're stalking people and you're right down low in this foliage, how is that going to change the gameplay? Because in third person, I can see over the foliage pretty easily. In first person, you're going to be right down in these weeds, in this shrubbery. So it's going to change the way you're going to be able to stalk your prey, I presume. Obviously, you're going to have the Hitman vision. So that's going to help you a lot. But I kind of like the idea that you're going to be able to edge forwards and peek through the undergrowth and, you know, watch your potential targets like you're properly peeking through a hedge. No more of this like eye in the sky stuff, looking like you're watching proceedings from a drone. You're going to be in this bush, peeking out from just below that leaf, looking at this crazy witch doctor dude making a pot of drugs. It's going to be awesome. The next surprise for your eyes is Mumbai, and this one is a real looker. There are multiple reasons why I can't wait to play this one in VR. Obviously, there are incredibly huge crowds in Mumbai, and there are also so many different sights and sounds to take in. Look at all these shop fronts that we are going to be able to explore. We can even go inside some of these shop fronts to take in all the intricate details of the level design. I mean, look, this beautiful mural here. I've probably run past this mural many times and just... that was weird. I hope he doesn't do that in VR. I'll be sick on my knees. I've probably, run past this mural many times. Never really paid that much attention to it. In VR, that's going to look stunning. So this level is pretty big. There are a fair few different areas. But what I love about this level the most is the amount of buildings you can go into and how twisty and turny and intricate the alleyways are. This is going to be so much fun to explore in VR. But I think the most exciting thing to explore in VR in this level is going to be this, the giant half-built skyscraper in the middle of Mumbai.
All right, rat. One more chance.
I beg you, please, don't. Oh, crap.
Anyone could be a job right now.
Whoopsie. So, yeah, I don't make it a secret that heights absolutely terrify me. So scaling this skyscraper and looking out over the sights of the Mumbai skyline is going to be pretty terrifying for me. But thankfully, because I know I'll be safe in VR, it's also going to be quite the adrenaline rush. I mean, there is a real sense of verticality here, and being able to stand on the edge of things and look down in VR is a real trip. It's an incredible experience if you've never tried it before, because your brain tricks you into thinking you're incredibly high up thanks to the perspective of things. So yeah, being able to explore this skyscraper and the movie set down below and just experience Mumbai from above in first person with the whole city encompassing you out of your peripheral and everything, is going to be well exciting. Yes. I don't think I need to say too much about why Miami is on my list of most wanted levels to play in VR, because this is probably the most well-known level in Hitman 2. There's so many cool things to see in this level, from the Red Arrow kind of planes flying up there, through to the Silver Dolphins and the incredible Miami skyline with the hot air balloons floating in the sky. I mean, just staring out into the sea here is going to be a sight to behold. Now, obviously, one of the high points about playing this in VR is going to be VR woodchippering someone. Sorry, mate. It was for science. But there's also two very separate locations in this game. There is the Kronstadt Science Building, where everything is very futuristic and full of excellent technology and a really cool, sleek level design. And there's all these showrooms that you can explore as well, which are going to look really intensely real in VR, thanks to the reflective flooring and all the lights on the ceilings. It's gonna be really jaw-dropping walking in this room, I think. The most exciting thing for me, though, I think, will probably be standing in that crowd over there, blending in with the crowd and watching the race, watching the cars thunder by in VR is gonna be proper intense. Actually, by far the best thing about this level, by far, which I can't wait to do, is bumping off Sean Bean. They'll have to do the Sean Bean mission at some point in VR, because you'll be able to get up close, right up in Sean Bean's face, and you'll be able to be the person, you'll finally be able to be one of the many people who has killed Sean Bean in an entertainment medium. It's going to be cracking. Oh, can't wait to do that. There's something about exploring really realistic, real-world looking suburban locations in VR that I just absolutely love. And that's why I'm really excited to play Hitman 2's Whittleton Creek level in VR. The amount of detail in this level is extreme, from the trees that line the streets, the joggers, the leaves that are falling, the cars and everything, through to the back gardens, people having barbecue parties, all stuff like that. It's just really going to be very exciting to explore in VR. But the thing I love the most is the fact that there are so many buildings in this level. You can actually go inside and explore. I mean, there's this open house here. Get out of my way! Jesus! You can go upstairs, you can have a nose around in people's bedrooms. I mean, look, there's a chess set there. What else is going on? Is this the American football themed bedroom? Yeah, it is. I mean, look at all this American football memorabilia and stuff you can play around with and pick up. There's loft hatches you can go up into. You can spy on your targets from up above. There's so many secrets. It's just so detailed and really large. In 2D, this is one of my favourite levels to just sandbox adventure my way around, because there is just so much to see and do, and so many different opportunities for mischief and trolling, different costumes, different outfits to steal. But there's also nice, like, just, it's quite relaxing too. You've got this beautiful picturesque town to hang around in. There's birds flapping around. I mean, I could just quite happily spend hours wandering around in VR without killing people in this one, just rooting through all the houses. And I mean, where's the bakery house? There's a house that's there's a bakery house somewhere up here. Here we go. This is the house with all the yummy cakes in. Look at this bakery shop. Hi.
Excuse me.
I threw my ball. I'm just being able to wander into here and punch these two in the face, and then check out the interior of the house with the whisks and all the pink decor of, what is it, Helen's Muffin Kitchen. It's gonna be well good. I just love it. I love it when VR games have huge amount of detail. And look at all the cakes in here. Oh, custard tarts. Holy shit. This is gonna be a joy to explore in VR. And a pink Volkswagen Beetle. There's going to be so many little details that I've missed in 2D that I'm going to be able to see in VR. Muffins. Look at the interior to this house. The incredible artwork, the wallpaper, the reflections on this highly polished wooden floor are going to look fabulous in VR. And of course, if you're bored of punching innocent bakers in the face, you can always just come and hang out here at this true blue American barbecue and just soak up the sights and sounds of a lovely hog roast. Oh, what I would give to be at a big beer-filled meaty barbecue like this one. I don't know. I mean, look at those sausages are going to look so juicy in VR. Have a muffin, mate. Oh. In my opinion, I've saved the best until last, because if you want to experience the feeling of being at a beautiful, idyllic holiday destination, then Sapienza is the one you are going to want to play in VR. Look at the amazing detail on these cobbled streets as I make my way down towards the beach. There are shop windows to look through. Back that way, there's an ice cream store, a gelatino, or whatever it's called. I don't know how you pronounce it. There's all these shop fronts to look in. You can go inside the hairdressers there, check out the mopeds, or go and buy a bottle of vino maybe. You could explore the graveyard. The thing I just really want to do here is, in Sapienza at least, is just make my way to the beach and just stand in this beautiful little cove and watch the waves slowly lap against the shore and the boats bobbing on the breeze. You'll be able to, with VR, you get such a great sense of distance and perspective. So that island over there with the lighthouse on, it's going to look like you can't reach it, but it's going to be like when you're on a beach and you see a distant island and you're like, oh, I'd love to swim out over there and explore it. So you're going to get that kind of feeling as you are wandering around on this beach in VR. Look at this view. I mean, this game is beautiful just in flat mode, but in VR, and being able to actually physically crane your neck and look up and round at these mountains and all the beautiful Sapienza buildings. Wow, I'm so excited for this game in VR. It's going to be unbelievable. I'm sure there will be a graphical downgrade if this is going to be in VR for PlayStation 4. Perhaps if this is playable in VR on PlayStation 5, you will get a lot more processing power behind it, so things will look a lot crisper and cleaner through your PSVR headset. But even with the drop in visual quality on a PSVR, the addition of the power of VR and the way it gives you depth and perspective and wraps around and just makes you feel like you're inside the world, that is gonna balance out any loss in quality for the visuals, in my opinion. Gelateria Bella. That was what it was, a Gelateria Bella. Well, my friends, I'm going to pop inside here and buy an ice cream. Just think how cool it's going to be to come in here in VR, in first person, and just be able to browse all the different types of ice cream and cakes and things. Oh my. I'm going to be I've already fallen in love with this game in VR, and I'm probably so far away from being able to play it yet. But what incredible potential there is for this game. I'm so excited for it. Look at that, you're just going to be stand here and watch the world go by. As you could buy an ice cream in real life, and then just sit in here in VR and stare out of the windows, eat your ice cream, and feel like you're on holiday. Holy shit. Well, I think that's enough daydreaming for me, Viewingtons. Those were the 8 Hitman levels that I cannot wait to play in VR. I hope you enjoyed this slightly different take on Ian's VR Corner this week, and I hope you've been able to share my enthusiasm for Hitman VR. I can't wait to see what they do with Hitman 3 as well. I'm sure the Hitman 3 levels will be even more intricate and even more detailed, so they are just going to be amazing to explore in VR, I'm sure. But there are so many, well, there's so much potential in the levels for Hitman 1 and 2 that even if all the Hitman 3 levels were shite, it would still be an incredible experience playing through the levels for Hitman 1 and 2 in VR, I reckon. Thank you so much, everybody, for checking out this video. If you did enjoy it, though, please do give it a like and do subscribe for daily videos here on Eurogamer. I do Ian's VR Corner every Sunday, so if you are a VR enthusiast like what I am, definitely subscribe and tune in every Sunday for more VR funsies all the time. Right, I'm off to just admire some sights and imagine what it's all going to look like when I'm exploring it in first person. So yeah, just watch some of these videos that are on screen now and have a bloody lovely day, because oh boy, I'm excited. I'm big time excited for this. Look, VR salami. Those sausages are going to look so tasty in VR. Sausage. Pizzeria.